The Witcher series has sold more than 65 million copies, with more than 40 million of them being The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
You bitch, get the hammer. Kick our teeth in.
The degree is arbitrary, the definitions blurred. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
Just make it quick, Geralt. What the?
Close your eyes.
What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
$259.7 hours of playtime. That's my personal record. I guess it will be more now as next gen update has finally arrived. And I have a serious Gwen problem. Team Tris or Team Yen? Even for a female like me, this scene and misleading quest title broke my heart. And certainly I do not want to be called cold-blooded by these cold-blooded twins. Tris would be a natural choice to me, but because I prefer the vineyard I own over Kovia, Blood and Vine successfully convinced me to be Team Yen. Let's talk about the one and only CD Projekt. CD Projekt is a Polish-based, founded in May 1994 by Marcin Iwinski and Michael Kicinski, but now a global video game developer, publisher and distributor. CD Projekt Video Game Development Studio was further established in 2002, headquartered in Warsaw with offices in Krakow and Wrocław, as well as Los Angeles and Vancouver. With a presence in 8 countries, the studio is formed by over 1,000 talented professionals, hailing from all parts of the world.
According to Iwinski, although he enjoyed playing video games as a child, they were scarce in then communist Poland. Marcin Iwinski, in high school, was selling crack copies of Western video games at the Warsaw marketplace. In high school, Iwinski met Kicinski, who became his business partner. At that time, Kicinski was also selling video games. Iwinski and Kicinski were video game retailers before they founded the company, which initially acted as a distributor of foreign video games for the domestic market. Wanting to conduct business legitimately, Iwinski and Kicinski began importing games from US retailers and were the first importers of CD-ROM games. After Poland transitioned to a primarily market-based economy in the early 90s, they founded their own company. Iwinski and Kicinski founded CD Projekt in the second quarter of 1994 with only $2,000. They used a friend's flat as a rent-free office, the department responsible for developing original games. CD Projekt Red, best known for the Witcher series, was formed in year 2002. In year 2008, CD Projekt launched the digital distribution service Good Old Games, now known as GOG.com.
The company began by translating major video game releases into Polish, collaborating with Interplay Entertainment for 2 Baldur's Gate games. CD Projekt was working on the PC version of Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, when Interplay experienced financial difficulties. The game was cancelled and the company decided to reuse the code for their own video game. It became The Witcher, a video game based on the works of novelist Andrzej Sapkowski. After the release of The Witcher, CD Projekt worked on a console port called The Witcher White Wolf, but development issues and increasing costs almost led the company to the brink of bankruptcy. CD Projekt later released The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings in 2011, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt in 2015, with the latter winning various Game of the Year awards. In 2020, the company released Cyberpunk 2077, a role-playing game based on the Cyberpunk 2020 tabletop game system, for which it opened a new division in the Claw. A video game distribution service, GOG.com, was established by CD Projekt to help players find old games. Its mission is to offer games free of digital rights management (DRM) to players, and its service was expanded to cover new AAA and independent games.
In year 2009, CD Projekt's then parent company, CDP Investment, announced its plans to merge with Optimus SA in a deal intended to reorganize CD Projekt as a publicly traded company. The merger was closed in December 2010 with Optimus as the legal surviving entity. Optimus became the current incarnation of CD Projekt SA in July 2011. By September 2017, it was the largest publicly traded video game company in Poland, worth about $2.3 billion. By May 2020, had reached a valuation of $8.1 billion, making it the largest video game company in Europe. In March 2018, the company joined WIG20, an index of the 20 largest companies on the Warsaw Stock Exchange.
CD Projekt takes great pride in maintaining full creative control of the games they make. They consider themselves rebels. They are interpret and not afraid to experiment, and they innovate and provoke change by giving examples. Their mission is to make the best RPG in the world, and they will overcome every obstacle to make that a reality. From dark medieval fantasy to gritty dystopian future, CD Projekt Red is all about creating games that people will not stop talking about. And with good reason. CD Projekt tells emotional stories, filled with meaningful choices and consequences. Featuring characters gamers can truly connect with, regardless of whether it's an open world RPG or a competitive card game. They create games that are engaging, rewarding, and fair. They believe that good enough is never good enough. They understand quality not only in terms of aiming to achieve zero-bug games, but also in how they approach creating in-game assets. They know quality takes time and think spreadsheet development is not something that benefits their craft. They consider providing gamers top-tier environment a matter of respecting their time and hard-earned money, and will push themselves artistically to fill their screen with content that makes hearts go faster, which therefore makes them be success as in what they achieve today. In December 2021, CD Projekt agreed to pay $1.8 million while negotiating to settle a class action lawsuit over the problematic release of Cyberpunk 2077, a game which has several technical issues that many users experienced. Digital editions of video games is the main revenue, mainly exporting. 75% revenue is from North America. Max have developed thousands of quant algorithms to help investors to automate their wealth. Max, what do you think about CD Projekt with this stock?
Looking at the long-term prospect of CD Projekt, if you were to invest $10,000 since year 2013, okay, January 4th until now, your 10,000 could have become 181,000, more than 18 times of growth in your equity. The highest, the peak price of this CD Projekt was 443 Poland zloty in 2020, and once it came to about $88 in 2022. Okay, and now the price is 126.
Okay, so what kind of advice will you give our viewers here about this stock? Like whether they should, as in like what's your suggestion?
Looking at the data here, the price of the stock, the fluctuation actually is quite big as well. And looking even long term is on the uptrend. Okay, it's on the uptrend, more than 18 times growth. But you can consider this stock if let's say you have the holding power of more than 5 years. Okay, for short-term speculation, it may not this kind of results because if I were to look at the data in 1 year period, it's still on a downtrend. Within 1 year period, it's still on a downtrend.
Thank you, Max, for explaining to us what does this mean like for this stock right now. If you want to learn more about investment, or if you want to learn more how to rebalance your portfolio in multi-assets and even cross-platforms, right? You can click the link that I show here, schedule a one-on-one consultation call with Maxima Value Consultants, and perhaps you might have a chance to speak with Max as well to learn more. How can you better diversify your investment? Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.
See you.